Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Nazarene Veronica and today I'm going to be reacting to a video called Teacher Flips Out at Kids Questioning Gender Theory. So this happened a while ago, about a year ago now, in Rye College, which is a school in East Sussex, I think. And yeah, let's see what happens.
How dare you? You just really upset someone. Saying things like should be in an asylum.
I didn't say that. I just said if they want to identify as a cat or something, then they're like genuinely unwell.
So what's happened is a student has decided that they are a cat in this school, and they were wearing cat ears and meowing in lessons and saying they're a cat, and basically if anyone disagreed or said you're not a cat, they freaked out and the teacher would get angry and tell the students off. So this video is filmed by two girls who disagreed that the girl's a cat, and I mean all they're saying is if you think you're a cat then you're unwell mentally, and I think that they are correct. They seem to have the most logic in the room.
They've gone, they're crazy.
You were questioning their identity.
No, I wasn't the question. I was just saying about the genders. I haven't said anything about them.
But where did you get this idea from that there's only two genders?
I just think they're my opinion.
Where'd you get this idea from? There's only two genders. God? Science?
That is my opinion. If I respect their opinion, can't they respect my opinion?
It is not an opinion.
Yes, it is.
It's not an opinion you can have.
Loads of people think there's only two genders.
There's only a boy and a girl.
Literally. There's no other private part.
A teacher is telling students that it's not an opinion to believe that there's two genders. That is crazy.
Gender is not linked to the parts that you were born with. Gender is about how you identify, which is what I said right from the very beginning of the
I just don't
lesson.
agree with that. So why should I have to listen?
Biological sex, there is actually three biological sexes, because you can be born intersex. You can be born with male and female body parts or hormones.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, there's three. There's not 300.
Yeah, there's 3, not 300. How is the student sounding like they have more common sense than the teacher? And why is the student having to scold the teacher? It's really sad actually that we live in a world where the teachers are teaching children things that aren't scientifically true and the students are having to educate them. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's 3. I'm talking about biological sex. In terms of gender, there are lots of genders. There is transgender. There is agender, people that don't believe they have a gender at all.
Yeah, but you can't have that.
You can't have that. It's not a law.
Yeah, but it's not a law, but it's our opinion. We just don't agree with it. We just think it's all just...
If you have a vagina, you're a girl. If you have a penis, you're a boy.
Yeah.
But cisgender is not necessarily...
If you have a vagina, you're a girl. If you have a penis, you're a boy. It's that simple. Why can't this teacher grasp that? It's literally a scientific fact. I don't know what subject this teacher teaches, but I sure hope it's not science, because that would be very, very ironic.
The way to be. You are talking about the fact that cisgender is the norm. That you identify with the gender of the sexual organ that you're born with, or you're with. That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah.
Which is really despicable.
Despicable. It's despicable to talk about scientific fact nowadays. That's where we're at the moment.
How? When it's
If I called my mum right now, my mum would feel myself.
If I call my mum, she'd say.
Well, that's very sad as well then.
How is it?
Loads of people agree with that. There's only a small majority of people who actually think that.
And why do you think we have so many problems in the world with homophobia?
Yeah, but
Because
that's
of
not
people
homophobia, that's
expressing...
not gender.
Yeah.
I'm fine with lesbians and gay people.
Same.
I've got nothing against them.
Yeah, same.
But gender is... There is a link between it. And you're
How?
saying that people
There
can't
isn't
change
No, they
who they want
can't.
to be.
They can't. Unless you
You
get
are
a
so
penis
wrong.
attached. No, I'm not.
You're confusing sex and gender.
No, I'm not though. Because
Yes,
if you have a
you are.
vagina, you're a girl. If you have a penis, you're a boy.
Yeah, you can't have a vagina and be a girl, but
Then
then
how
identify
Unless you
as
get
a cat.
surgery, and even then,
Gender
because
is
you've got
about
those genes.
how you identity.
I
How
just
you
don't agree with
identify.
it.
Yeah,
Which
that's
means
fine.
not an opinion
Yes,
that
it
we're
is.
expressing this
Yes,
school.
it is.
No, it's not. And if you don't like it, you need to go to a different school.
Oh my gosh, the education system is actually fucked. I've said it. Yep. How is the teacher telling the children you can't have that opinion in this school, that there's two genders, and if you do have that opinion, then you need to go to a different school? That is crazy. She should be suspended for that, because that should be, she shouldn't be able to work with children, telling them they can't express their opinions. Like in school, you should be able to express whatever opinion you want to express because it's school. You're learning to share your views and build your views, and everyone should hear it all. Like there should be open conversation about things like this. But the fact they're saying that one side is not allowed to speak at all, and if they have that opinion, they have to go to a different school, it's sick.
So I'm reporting you to Miss Willis. You need to have a proper educational conversation about equality, diversity and inclusion, because I'm not having that expressed in my lesson. When I'm teaching you about you can be who you want to be, how you identify is up to you.
Everyone else thinks it, they just don't say it because then all this happens.
Maybe because they're polite and maybe they're sensitive.
I haven't said anything.
Did you hear that? Everyone else is thinking it, but they're just too scared to say it. And the teacher's like, oh, well, maybe it's because they're polite. Who cares about politeness when you're talking about scientific fact? She's teaching them that they can be anything they want to be. That's sad. And you shouldn't be confusing students like that, because then they grow up to be confused and they might think they're a different gender when they're actually not. And then they might have irreversible sex changes, which you can't take that back once it's done. And they might end up regretting it later. All because this teacher confused them in this lesson, whatever lesson it is. She's confusing students. And that should be illegal. Yep, she should be fired for that.
In all of the lessons I've been in, it's just because they turned around and started saying something. So I said, how can you identify as a cat when you're a girl?
Oh, they're now writing a statement. I would imagine that you'll be able to write a statement as well.
We will. Yeah, we will.
Oh my God. It's actually hard to, with having to record these videos and watch these videos to react to. I can't even think right now. I know what I just said didn't make any sense. But having to watch these videos so often, it's hurting my heart and my brain. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that those two girls actually had the courage and bravery to be able to record these encounters, because it's happening in so many schools. There are so many reports of this coming out that students are saying teachers are teaching us things that aren't scientific, and they're saying that we're not allowed to have an opposing opinion. And if we talk about it, then we'll get threatened with suspension or even expulsion in some cases. And I'm glad that they actually recorded this encounter, because now there's actual evidence. Before it was just hearsay. Now it's actual evidence. Teachers are doing this. They're being told to push these views in schools, and it's really, really unfortunate. It's sad that the girls probably got punished for this as well, when they're the ones who are in the right, for sure. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Should they be pushing this in schools? And do you believe that you can be a cat if you want to be a cat? Because you can be anything you want to be nowadays, right? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And I'll see you in the next video.